Wendell Pierce. The Wire's Wendell Pierce is definitely not a fan of Bernie Sanders. And he's not afraid to show it. Pierce was arrested for attacking a couple after a heated political argument in the hotel bar at Loews Atlanta. The actor, a dedicated Hillary Clinton supporter, was charged with battery. Some reports claimed that he pushed the boyfriend and then went after his girlfriend, grabbing her hair and smacking her in the head. However, others say that the woman stepped into a fight that was already underway between her boyfriend and Pierce. He was released on $1,000 bond. Ben & Jerry. April 19, 2016. Ben & Jerry's ice cream co-founders Ben Cohen and Jerry Greenfield were arrested along with 300 others at the U.S. Capitol. They were there with the group Democracy Awakening to protest the substantial role of money in politics. According to police, the protesters were charged with crowding, obstructing or incommoding. They were processed at the scene of the protest and released. Austin Russell, known as Chumlee. March 9, 2016. Russell, a cast member on the reality TV hit Pawn Stars, was arrested in Las Vegas during a sexual assault investigation. Authorities alleged he had a large amount of methamphetamine, as well as a gun. He was booked on drug and weapons possession charges. Track Palin. January 18, 2016. Track Palin. The son of former Republican vice presidential candidate Sarah Palin, was arrested on charges of fourth-degree assault, interfering with the report of a domestic violence crime, and possession of a firearm while intoxicated in Whistler, Alaska. The 26-year-old U.S. Army veteran got divorced from his wife of 1 year in 2012. An investigation began into the possible domestic violence event. Don McLean. January 17, 2016. 70-year-old Don McLean was arrested in Maine on misdemeanor domestic violence charges. The American Pie singer was released on $10,000 bail, and no further details were immediately given about the incident. Nick Carter. January 13, 2016. Backstreet Boy Nick Carter was arrested in Key West, Florida and charged with battery. Reports say that Carter and a friend were cut off by the bartender at Hogg's Breath Saloon for being overly intoxicated. When asked to leave, Carter sucker punched the bouncer escorting them out. Donald Fagen. January 4, 2016. The famously obtuse singer, songwriter for Dad Jazz Band, and former Coachella headliners, Steely Dan, started off the new year with an arrest for allegedly shoving his wife into a marble window frame. According to the police, Fagen was in the middle of a verbal argument with his wife when he grabbed her by the arms and pushed her to the ground. He was arraigned on 1 count each of assault and harassment and released without bail. Trey Songz. The singer had a major meltdown on stage during one of his concerts. He started to throw random equipment and he ended up hurting an officer who got hit in the head. Brandon Jones. He got arrested for alleged assault with a gun. The Pretty Little Liars star reportedly took out his gun when he got into an argument with his neighbor. He was charged with felony assault with a firearm, and he'll be facing up to 5 years in prison. Joey Kramer. He got arrested for bank robbery. The former actor from Disney's Flight of the Navigator robbed a bank in British Columbia while wearing a disguise, but officers identified and arrested him. Debbie Ryan got arrested for DUI. Police charged her with driving under the influence after hitting a Mercedes and failing a sobriety test. Jack Gielinski got arrested for shoplifting. He got arrested at the airport and his best friend, Jack Johnson, documented the whole thing on Snapchat. Lauren Jauregui reportedly got arrested for carrying illegal substances. It was originally reported that she got arrested for carrying illegal substances in her luggage while trying to travel to Brazil, but she was detained and let go. Kelly Berglund got arrested for trying to enter a restricted area at Coachella. She tried to use a fake ID to get into a private area for people over 21, but security caught her with it and alerted the police. Frankie Jonas got arrested for possession of an illegal substance. He was arrested at a convenience store in Nashville after being caught with an illegal substance. Shailene Woodley was arrested for criminal trespassing. She was live-streaming her protest of the Dakota Access Pipeline when she got handcuffed, but fans and celebrities were quick to show their support for her activism. Audrey Whitby got arrested for protesting the results of the presidential election. She marched with people in Los Angeles to peacefully protest the election decision, but then officers showed up and arrested them. Cat Williams was arrested Sunday on suspicion of battery after an altercation with a woman at the Sportsman's Lodge, a hotel in Sherman Oaks, Calif. Chris Brown was arrested for assault with a deadly weapon in Los Angeles, California. He was later released in a $250,000 bail. The accuser, Bailey Curran, later came forward and told the Los Angeles Times that Brown had pointed a gun at her face after Brown and another man at his home became angry with her when she admired the man's diamond necklace.